Good morning, everyone. Hello. See if, oh yeah, 16. 16. Yeah, because I'm going to tell you the story about the New York State Fair today. That's why you're here. Welcome. Grab a cup and join me. I need it. Doug woke me up and said it's 9:20. Don't you have a show to do? And I was like, oh, I can't move. Who in the heck thought that that was a good idea? First of all, it's an hour drive north to Syracuse. And 2 miles before you get to the ramp that you are going to go up to this massive parking lot, you're backed up. It goes from 65 to stop. That's already scary enough. You don't need any rides, right? So, yeah. So then we were stopped and we were poking along. 2 lanes of traffic poking along, 2 lanes of traffic going 65 right next to you. No police, no nothing. It must have just started. I don't know. But then you had a ramp coming up on the right hand side that was trying to weave in, but they were trying to go out into normal traffic. So that it was over an hour sitting there like that until we got to the ramp, which is, like I said, it was about 2 miles. But then we parked like immediately. But then you had to walk across the two highways. And I knew that. I mean, you could take the shuttle, but we were one of the first ones. And this parking lot has to be 2 miles long that way. So, oh my goodness. So, yeah, we went to the New York State Fair. Um, I have, I used to go there all the time, every year. It's always over the first 2 weeks, right? The week before Labor Day and the week of Labor Day. It's always that way. Um, but when you get older, you don't realize how many miles you walk when you go to something like that. So we're just in pain. Feet hurt, neck hurts. Then you got to drive home. But if you saw a photo that I put up, then you know there was someone there selling yarn. And I want to share that with you. So this person has been there every year that I can remember lately. I don't know how many years, but she was there a couple years ago, and I think 2019, because 2020 they didn't have a fair. And so she has one of those rented shacks that the doors open and you walk in, and now you're picturing what we see online, someone selling yarn, right? No, not what I saw. There is a spinning wheel to the left. She has somebody that's doing that. There is a bunch of wool that is ready to spin, and that's most of what you see. So it's like a demonstration, which is understandable. And then as you come over to where she has her like retail section, she has like hats and cowls, not very many, but a few. And then she has, like she has a craft fair. But behind her is this 2 or 3 little cubbies about this big, and they have the hand dyed stuff behind her, and it's hidden, literally, not very many. And then out in the front, she's taking hanks that they're doing there, I guess, and she's winding them and hanging them. And these were like the worsted. And I wasn't impressed with them at all. But I'm going to show you 2 years or 2019. I bought these two skeins, hanks from her. And guess what? I didn't use them yet. Who'd have thunk it? These were the multicolors, and they're very similar, and they have like every color in them, right? And it's sock yarn. So I got these from her then. And this is the second one. See, they're very, very similar. And in 2019, I didn't make socks. I didn't even think I was going to ever. But now I dug them out. They weren't too deep stash, but they're a deep stash enough that I knocked 2 buckets over off the shelf trying to get them out to show you today. And the reason why I brought them out to show you is because yesterday, in that same spot, she didn't have anything like this, but she had minis. So I purchased some minis, and she had them in like all purples, all greens, all blues, but I saw one package that was all the colors. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 colors for $30. I don't think that was a bad deal at all. And I think there's one in here with Stellina in it. At least I saw something. Yeah, this blue one has just the hint of Stellina in it. Yep. So it says on here that each one has 80 yards in one of these minis. That's pretty good. I was thinking, cuffs and toes or cuffs and heels or something. But again, I got them. And these are cool. So, I don't know. Maybe they could even go together now, but I had to show you that and tell you that. I know that she gave me a couple of flyers that said something. How many of you have been to the New York State Fair? I'm guessing somebody has. But it grew this year. They had extra game rows and they had extra food aisles. It was huge, huge. You could never see it all in one day. Steve, you have? We're thinking about going to Bloomsburg. Hartford's already over with. But yeah, going down into Becky has too. Frida, have you been there? Jana, have you been there? I figured you probably have. If you live in New York, every road leads to Syracuse. Oh. Okay, well, if you saw the latest addictions video, then you've seen this baby has grown significant, humongous. It's upside down. It's upside down. Okay, here we go. There. Woohoo! Yeah. Pretty awesome shawl. I've seen a couple comments saying that shawls have been giving them a problem. And I can't say that shawls haven't been giving me a problem because they have. And I want to blame it somewhere. And I'm not going to blame it on myself, because I'll tell you right now, I've been reading patterns and doing patterns for years, and I haven't had this problem. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? Patterns that are written in haste and not tested by the bestest tend to either be lacking in words, technique, or understanding. And so, therefore, when we read them and try them, somewhere something happens. So, yeah, they are almost acting like that they're expecting to have us either fudge somewhere or something. So that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. But it seems like when you're doing a pattern with a lot of changes, they're not clear enough on their edges, whether it be the beginning of the row where you add on, or the top where you don't or you do. Oh, things like that. It seems like, we're looking for an exact as well. And this generation is not. They're not. They're calling, some of them that are calling themselves OCD. However, the creative generation, I don't think, has it as much. And they're just trying to get through and coming out with the finished product. And it shows in their writing. So that's my opinion. Yeah, so I didn't do anything yesterday. In fact, I didn't even get the hats posted for September, because I wanted to let you guys pick out what yarn you thought I should use. Not in like every yarn in the Christi's closet, but I picked out 2, and I thought that I would let you guys decide on which 2. So, yeah. And I was really talking to you, Charlene, because I noticed, and every 2 or 3 rows, I had to make an adjustment up here and skip one to make it work out right. Yep. And I didn't mention it until you said, what you said. And then, yeah. Yep. Exactly. That's my opinion. And I just don't understand why they can't take the time and do it right instead of doing it half-assed. Okay, so the shawls, we'll go to that now. Give us a spin on the wheel. I have 27 people's name in here that are working on these shawls, and I want to do 2 weeks. So not next Sunday, but the Sunday after, I want to do the final. I'm hoping that 2 weeks is enough to finish this baby off. Linda Hendren. Linda Hendren. You have a spot on the bracket board, correct? Yes. You are not in the finals any longer, but you have one. So that means that winning gets you something out of the basket. I know you're probably saying, well, what the heck is left? You didn't add anything more, right? Well, of course I didn't, because we're getting down to the end of the bracket. So I thought, well, why add more stuff in now, right? Okay, what's left? The green um, challenge yarn. The Lush Loft from Yarn Bee. And two of these, I'm trying to get the, yeah, okay. Two of these Patons Pirouette, which one is sparkle and one is sequins, peach colorway. And then, where did you go? Okay. Set of stitch markers. The little pouch. It has stitch markers in it, or something, a pin. And then the last Notions pouch. Yeah, the last one. I can't believe we went through all of those. That was crazy. And then 3 hobby, or Patons knit sweater books. So that's what's left. Still quite a bit of things. Okay, she wants the Lush Loft. All right, well, congratulations. Thanks for joining me on this show, because you made it. And she tried the knit one and she gave up, but now she's going to go back and work on it a little bit. Of course, I didn't work on mine this week, but you know what? It'll get there. It'll get there. Yes, we will end that in 2 weeks, and then it'll sit there as a whip, and once in a while I'll work on it. And someday you'll see the finished project. Okay, as usual, I brought out some paparazzi. So we'll go ahead and show you that. Now, these are long. Of course, they got to be like all knotted, right? They just got to be. Oh dear. Okay. Deb is going to mark the chat, and in the comments, you have to have United States address to play any of the games on the show. The first necklace is a long one. So if you're interested, you're going to use the words today are going to be green and gold for these necklaces. Here is the green earrings. They're just a little teardrop pastel color earring. They are wire backs. Okay, and then the necklace is a long one. It's really long, okay? And at the bottom are these 2 light green beads with tassels. That is very different. And then the chain wants to tangle up on itself. Okay, so that's number 1. You don't have to pick that yet. Number 2 is the gold set. This is old inventory I've had, and it's been in plastic. This one is not 1 chain. It is 3 chains. It's very similar with the very small earrings, just 1 gold bead, wire backs. And then you have this long, again, a long one. So this is 3 chains together, which have their gold beads spaced out differently. Very pretty. 3 chains. So the gold or the green. I don't know why they bother with a chain extender. You're never going to turn and undo that, because you are going to pop this over your head. So the green and the gold is your choice today for the necklaces. And believe me, we're getting down with necklaces, because it is The stash is dwindling quickly. But that's good. That's what I wanted. I didn't want it to go to waste. Thank you for the coffee and the help with the shipping this morning. You know who you are. Appreciate it. Helps me so much. Especially on the first of the month when I have all the monthly drawings going on. I have 2 or 3 extra things to ship out. All right. While you're doing that, I will bring up the fact that we have a new sock yarn for the sock challenge. This is all right, let me see what did I miss? Thinking I missed something. I don't know. Oh, goodness sakes. All right, I guess that means look on my phone. Maybe? No. I have no idea what you're telling me to look at. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So does she have to leave right now? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well, those are done. That one's done, and then we'll just go on to what I'm talking about. All right. So okay. Thank you. We'll go on to the socks for September. So I had got some project bags from Michael's. All right, Steph's going to take over when Deb leaves, so not a problem. All right, so this is the bag I got from Michael's to go into September sock challenge. It's just a little project bag, and they are drawstring. So in September's sock challenge, there will be a project bag going along with your sock yarn. So here is the sock yarn donated by Miss Linda Hendren. And we have 100% merino. I believe that's what they're saying. Supernova is the colorway. Yes, 100% super wash merino wool. Okay. So this one is very colorful. Another rainbow stripy socks. Awesome. So those are the 2 September prizes. Yep, I'm giving out a bag with it. I just thought that was pretty cool that they put them on, on sale like that. So that's that. So if we go on to hats, and more hats for September, you will see there's not a post yet. And the reason why there isn't is because I thought I really want to put this yarn on for September, but I think I already used it. Annette won the jewelry. Congratulations to Annette. Hi, Annette. And you do have to send me a message if you win anything. That's a requirement. Okay. So this yarn is one of the choices. This is the yarn that I was going to pick for hats, hats, and more hats for September. And this is, I love this yarn. Now, I know I probably used I love this yarn before, but did I use this colorway before? I don't think I did. This is called Citrus Punch. Maybe I did, but that's one of the choices. You're going to be able to pick the colorway for September right now. And then after the show, I'll put up the post for you to put your hats in. The other choice has been sitting over there on the shelf since Jonna sent it to me. And this is a purple rainbow type yarn. Look at that. So if you like the green or the purple, we're going to vote on it today to see which one you want me to use for September. This is a 4 medium, and it has the rainbow yarn that changes color throughout the purple. So go ahead, Deb, mark the chat again, and let's put in the colors green or purple so we can pick the colorway for September. And if it is not Deb that marks the chat, it will be Stephanie. So go ahead and put a mark there, girls. And then we'll decide on this choice today. Is the mark is already there. They are on top of it. Okay. I'm going to start something right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some roll-offs. So the first roll-off to do is Teresa and Debbie Gray. And do that roll-off by spinning the wheel on my phone. And it's a little bit quieter on there. Teresa won. So I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to move everybody to the advanced position. I'm sure. Oh, okay, here it is. All right. The Tweety blue. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now Teresa and Denise are going to go on. Does Deb have a winner yet? No, okay. I shouldn't look in the camera like that. It's probably terrible. Teresa and Denise are this bracket here in the advanced mode. So here we go. Needed to get these caught up. Teresa won again. All right. The next one down here is Brittany and Judy. Brittany and Judy are the next one. So here we go. Making it quick. We're doing it quick. All right. Deb's going to get a winner for that yarn, and then I will take a photo. Judy won that. And then the one all the way to the bottom down here is Karen K, and can't spell Karen, Carolyn. So we'll spin that one. This is why I'm doing it, because it takes a minute. It does take a minute. Okay. Karen K. All right. Another one advances. So Karen will go up against Judy now in the next section we just finished. All right. Karen and Judy. All right. Going to bring out the grand prizes today and show everybody what they were again. Get this finished up. Karen won. I'm going to write on my face. I know I am. All right. So the next one will be Karen again against Teresa. Karen and Teresa. All right. And we have Teresa. Boy, Teresa, you are lucky today. You got all the way to the finals round on that one. Okay. The last one up here, we got a draw. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop doing that. Find out who won the yarn, or not the yarn, who won picking my color for September. All right. That was easier using my phone. It doesn't make me have such fits. Okay, well, this has been great. I'm going to bring over the grand prizes too. Deb said 14 and 12. Oh, there was only 14 people that said the color that they chose for September. I guess if you're not going to win anything, why bother to vote, right? Jeez. Oh my goodness. And then 12 was the winner. Yeah, I want to know what color was chosen. The green or the purple. That's all. I know I didn't tell you I was going to do that, but I forgot I had it over here. And whose winning color it was. I would like to know who won that, or who that was, or whatever it was. We're going to keep going. So this was yarn that was donated by Miss Jana. And it is Kramer, spun in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. Yeah, right down Steve's alley, right? Elderberry, it is called. Isn't it beautiful? It's a 4 medium. The contents is 23% domestic merino and a 77 acrylic. Ravini has a new puppy. Congratulations. Tina Brenning won that draw, and it is green. So this is the colorway that will be for September. So that means that we're going to put the purple on hold. We will use this for October. Absolutely. What a perfect time, right? October with this purple. Okay. So this green is, I love this yarn. The winner of September Hats, and More Hats will win a skein of this. And I will make a hat out of my skein. I'm going to put these away for October. And I need to add a stitch marker to this. So let's get the box out. Then later on today, I will post the hats post. Shall we go with this old OG or shall we go with a new one? Well, you know, it is kind of green. Let's use one of these beauties. There we go again. A dragonfly with a green and blue bead. It's a beautiful one. We'll put that one right on that yarn. And in the meantime, I want to tell you, I saw a post that said that dragonflies eat deer flies. What? Okay. Okay, so let's talk about this dragonfly story that I just heard. Okay, if you are ever around horses, there are two really nasty bugs that will not leave them alone in the summertime. One of them is a horsefly, and they can be quite big. They can be greenheads. Bot flies is another pain in the butt. It leaves little eggs on your horse, and they hatch and turn into bigger bot flies. Or more, I should say. And not only that, if you're showing your horse, you have to get those little eggs off because you don't want your horse to be dirty. So another one is the deer fly, and they are triangular deer flies, and they land on the horse and they bite them, and they can't get them off. And if you're riding in the trail, your horse is constantly fighting flies, and so are you. So they tell you that there's this new trick, and I don't know if it works because I haven't tried it, but if you take a handmade or homemade or manufactured dragonfly and work it into their mane so that it's sticking up over the top of their ears area and it's flying around as they walk, it helps keep away bugs that the dragonfly eats. Anybody heard of it? I have not heard of that before. So there's your tip for the day that I may or may not have, proof of. But I can definitely give it a try and see how well it works. But when it starts into September, that to me has always been my very favorite month. I know I'm biased. I was born in September. But yeah, as soon as September 1st hits, normally it's beautiful. And that's when you get your horse out and ride every day in September if you can. Okay. So the green yarn will be what we use. Oh, that means I can put, yeah. And of course, start a new hat, which I didn't even finish October or August. No August hat finished for me. Oh, wow. Wow, that's okay. I'll get to it. I will. We'll put that green beauty right there. And did I tell you what the colorway was? I believe I did, but Citrus Punch. So this orange, as Mad Mimi would say, and green. So her favorite color and her worst favorite color mixed together in a beautiful ombre. Okay, what are we doing? Oh, that's right. It's time to do D-Stash from Christi's Closet. Anybody want to play that? Make me a yarn deal. Get me some more spots on this bracket board, too. I do usually post a hat pattern for every month. Yes, I do. If you go back and do a search, none of those have been deleted. They are all there in the Facebook group. So if you want to win D-Stash today, all you have to do is write in the comments now your favorite weight and your favorite color. And I'm going to go looking around and see what I can do to match that. Any pattern is allowed in the hats except one, and that is machine knit. You cannot use a machine hat to enter into the handmade challenges. I have a monthly hat pattern or monthly hat challenge up every month. And then if you have entered into every single month, at the end of the year, there's a bonus draw for anyone who has 12 hats posted every month. I love the way the answers come up. I can interpret those any way I want, by the way. It's because it's my game. And that's a good way to put it, right? I wonder if I made sure I talked about everything. I did have to mention this one more time. I've got to say, look at this bag that Bev made me. I know you guys saw it on Friday's video, but it is so cool. I cannot believe how strong this yarn came out. It's not real stiff, but it's just right. It came out just right. So inside of this bag was a gold mine. They were the whole complete set of the Susan Bates hooks that I use. Wasn't that awesome of her to send me that? Can't believe it. Thank you again so much. I don't want Joanne to feel that her gift wasn't over the moon, because it was. It was awesome. Come on, you guys. Look at these. These are little buttons with dachshunds on them. I know a bunch of you have dachshunds, and everyone loves their wiener. Everyone loves their wiener dog. Yep. So, yeah, I was blessed with so many nice gifts this year. Thank you, girls. Thank you, Deb. Everybody. Had a good birthday. Most of my birthday is spent at work. Of course, we all do that. And then after on the weekend, you party, right? You go to the state fair, walk around, and you cannot feel your feet the next morning. But I got to have, uh, what do we go for? Yeah. Izzy is my wiener dog's name. Izzy. She has a registered name too. I just never remember what it is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Julie, they're my favorite too. Especially now I have the 7 in this pack, which you can't, I don't think you could find it singly. The 7 in the middle. And then I also didn't have the K. So that is a big, that's wonderful. Cheers making, oh, a dachshund doggy. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh my gosh. Bunch of new babies are coming along, I see. Handmade Designs has somebody in their family. Winner of the Christie's Closet D-Stash today is Frida, and she wants a yellow in a 4-weight. That's a hardie. Hard. Okay, but I will find something. I will find something. Let me go searching around and see what I can find. Congratulations to Frida. Debbie has 2 wire hair mini doxies, Lucy and Bo. Mine is a mini too. My mini doxie is a piebald, which means she's all white with little specks all through and then blotches of brown and black all over her. She looks like somebody hand dyed her. Lacey had a Molly. Oh, yes, they are very particular about their people. This dog loves me. I know she does. She loves me to feed her and to let her out, but do not touch her dad. I will come up with dog hanging off of my arm if I touch her dad. Yeah. Yellow. All right, we're looking, Frida. Well, I found something. I did. Let's see. I found something. All right. This says it is a 4 medium. And it is definitely yellow. Yellow, yellow. Let's make a yarn deal, Miss Frida. We have Sunny. It is a Baby Hugs Red Heart. It's a medium 4 and it has 247 yards. Let's put on a stitch marker. Yes, it is yellow. Cynthia loves yellow also. I am going to add on a rainbow stitch marker. For this month, we've been giving away these rainbows, and I think they are really cool. Rainbow circular stitch marker with a circular lever back. I'm going to add that right on here. And look at that showing right up in that yellow. All right, Frida, let's do this. Let's make a yarn deal. Are you going to pick your yellow 4 medium yarn? And this is, I should have said, but I did not. It is 100% acrylic. And that is your choice, or a bracket spot, or something out of the basket that's left. Let's hear what Frida has to say about that. I've been making stitch markers with my husband, and I pretty much use them in all the giveaways now. And Halloween will be made up soon. We did not finish doing them. And when they do, I'm going to be starting to use them in giveaways, especially the new bracket game that we're going to be starting very shortly, because we only have 3 spots left. Frida, did I lose you, or did I not see your answer? Okay, I'll help with the brackets. Take anything that might force a roll off. All right, let's do this. I think all of them will. All right, let me go over here. And 17, 22, and 23. First person to write one of those numbers is the one I'll pick. Somebody write one of those. 17, 22, or 23. The first one on my screen is the one that I will pick, because they all force a roll off. And I got 23, and that was Frida's number. So, or Frida said it. So let's put Frida right here, and we will do this against Monica. Bring up that phone. Monica and Frida are for the next roll-off spot. Let's do it. Who wants to win this yellow yarn? Anybody? Or would you rather a spot in the bracket board? I don't know. Let's pick another name out of there, Deb. Monica won. Oh, well, that was short-lived, Frida. That's all right. It's all in fun. Monica does move on. Okay, we need 2 more names. Let's let's do it again, Deb. Well, I'm going to give you a chance to win that again. So I think we should do it all. We should do another draw. Yeah. Let's do another draw. This is what I was planning today. I don't know if Deb has to leave, but right now she's still here. So let's mark the chat again and start all over with this beautiful yarn this time. If you want a spot on the bracket board, you will write spot on the bracket board, or you will write yellow for this yarn and this awesome stitch marker. After the mark, Yep, and when Deb gets around to a minute, she will pull again. She's going to let me know who that winner is. I'm hoping that Stephanie and I can get around to doing a live this week. I know we're planning on it, but I'm supposed to be helping out in the shop, and with it being league meetings Tuesday night. Oh no league meetings. Um, okay, yeah, I should be able to. I am hoping that I am. It's just been so busy in there that he hasn't been able to do it alone. I need to be there. So, oh, thank you so much, Chera. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, thank you. Watch the replay then. I know you have to get up early. Oh, guess I'm going to have to do every other stitch on here too, huh? Every other stitch syndrome. I am on that row. I cannot wait. I am on the top of it. And it's going to be another whole side. And I'll tell you, this shawl is huge. It is really big. I just finished that top with every other row. Every other row. I always say that. Every other stitch is where you change color. Every other stitch. Holy cow. And of course, it's not laying exactly as flat as I want because I must have every other. I must have had just a little bit of less tension there than I wanted. And now I'm looking back and saying, oh, that's sticking up just more than I want. Do I go back and do it again? Yes. Of course I am going to. Sheesh. Let's do that one more time. It's tedious. You're right. Oh my gosh. Did Deb come up with a winner yet? Winner is Steve. Oh my goodness, Steve. Steve wins the yellow yarn. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So, congratulations, Steve. You get one of those stitch markers, one of those rainbow ones. Woohoo! Yep. Okay. All right. So, that ends the day. We will let Deb go. We don't want to keep her any longer. And the reason why Steve wins the yarn is because Steve already has a spot on the bracket board. So, that's how that works. I am going to hold off. We're not going to continue. Can I forward it to Cindy, please? Absolutely, you can. You know, you can always make a yarn deal. Cindy is in love with yellow. And so, yes, I can pass this on to Cindy. You are such a sweetheart. Um, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off. Yep. I'm going to hold off. We will finish up these brackets next week, definitely. I will offer a spot on the bracket board on Friday when I do the addictions video. And then on Sunday, we will finish it up. Yep, no problem, Deb. No, we don't. We weren't going to plan on anything later than 1 hour anyway. That's fine. You haven't changed a thing. Yeah. Cindy is appreciating you. All right. Thank you to all the moderators. You betcha they are the best. Deb and Steve, Linda, and Stephanie today. Thank you, all of you. And thank you all for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. I am not counting any more birthdays after today. I will have them, but I will not count them. Correct? So that tells you how old I am, right? Old enough to know better, but don't. All right. Talk to y'all later. Take a moment out of each day and be creative. And thanks for joining me. Bye for now. Have a great weekend. It's still going.